in and welcome to this week's review of Transformers, starring Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Megatron. Oh yeah, and Shia.
Showtime.
When I first saw the teaser for this movie, it wasn't that interesting to me. But then I saw the full movie trailer. At the very least, I knew I had to see this movie. And it could possibly be the biggest hit of the summer, and only time will tell how much this film will make. But it could be the highest grossing film of the year. It has most of what it takes to be at least in the top 3 at the box office, not to mention the appeal of this movie worldwide. I'm sure most of us could never imagine back in the day that a movie like this could ever be pulled off successfully without being an animated movie. And man, have we come a long way. And I think Michael Bay did a good job on bringing this monumental motion picture to the big screen. The cast for this movie is exceptional. As everyone knows, Shia is one of the hottest young actors in all of Hollywood. He sure has come a long way from Shaker Heights. And Megan Fox is also a nice addition to this movie. And not to forget, one of my favorite actors, Anthony Anderson, was also in this film.
Okay, Maggie, look. Let me break it down to you how it's gonna happen. They're gonna come through that door and be good cop, bad cop. Don't fall for that, all right? That's why I ate their food. So they put the plate of donuts out here to test your guilt. If you don't touch it, you're guilty. I ate the whole plate. They walk through that door, you don't say nothing. She did it! She did it! She's the one you want! Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down! Come on, Boogie! Let's burn this motherfucker down! Let's burn it down! Let's burn it!
I've never seen him not make a movie better because he was in it. And most importantly, to all the true Transformers fans out there, the voice of Optimus Prime, performed by the one and only Peter Cullen, was able to be in this film. And it sure was great to see him able to reprise his voice for the main character 20 years later. The acting is also pretty good, and this is an action movie, so it's not the most important thing in this film, but the acting doesn't do anything to deter from any of the enjoyment from watching the movie. The biggest blockbusters all have one thing in common. They have a great script, followed by good execution of the story, with a decent amount of humor, and they also have actors that can deliver at the right moments. This movie pretty much has all the ingredients to be a hugely successful movie. One other reason I believe this movie will do extremely well is you can watch it multiple times because of the complex transformations, and the movie doesn't have any serious lulls in it to create any major pacing problems. I'll be seeing this movie again sometime next week to be able to sit back and enjoy it now that I've finished my review. The humor in this movie works, and it works really well. Sometimes the audience was laughing so hard that I even missed a few lines of dialogue. As far as characters go, Bumblebee is easily one of the greatest characters of this movie, and even though Optimus Prime is the big kahuna, I think Bumblebee will be winning lots of fans after they see this film. He knows how to pick the right song for the moment, and you can't do much better than that. You'll love when Bumblebee gets his upgrade. It definitely looks sweet. There were some really solid action sequences and ridiculously cool imagery in so many shots, and I have no idea how anyone can put a movie like this together. This is definitely not something that just anyone can do. The visuals in this movie are just stunning and has some of the coolest scenes that I've ever seen in a movie to date. Some parts of this movie were very Terminator 2, like when the two vehicles are going after Shia. That brought back some good memories of one of the greatest sequels of all time. In some parts of this movie, I kept thinking to myself, they're actually pulling this off. And it seemed like everyone in the crowd was enjoying themselves and was responding well to the action, comedy, and the suspense. Some people were pretty unhappy that Bumblebee was changed from a VW Bug to a Camaro, and now I think I know why. Some of this movie looked more like a GM commercial than a movie, and it is a funny coincidence that they changed it from a German model VW car to a GM Camaro. Not to mention they also had a Pontiac Solstice in this movie, and I imagine that cost a pretty penny for that product placement. This movie was a great time, but I was hoping for a Darth Maul Kenobi type final battle, and I really want to see Megatron Optimus Prime have it out Jackie Chan style. and unfortunately, even though it wasn't a disappointing ending, it didn't quite have the final battle I was expecting. I'm sure what I was envisioning and hoping for would only run them another $50 million, but still, it would have been nice to see them really fight it out like Spider-Man and Doc Ock did on the side of the building. If you like action and ridiculously beautiful scenes with plenty of humor to fill the time, you really can't go wrong with this movie. And I know it's not unanimously loved by all that's seen it, but I had a great time and I will see it again. And I'll also buy it on DVD for myself when it comes out for sure. It delivered in almost every way it was supposed to. And let me know your favorite Transformer in the comments section below. From overall rating, I give Transformers 4 stars.
Freddy Krueger had 4 blades, man. That's only 3. That's Wolverine.